Hi guys, Stephen here from James Glenn Car Sales, and today we have a BMW Z4, but a Z4M. If you have looked at the E46 market recently, you will see that the prices of those cars has literally gone stratospheric. So what can you buy that gives you that S54 rush with even more oral pleasure with the roof down, but with sensible mileage? The BMW Z4M has still to take its big jump in price, and at this point in time, this is January 2024 in case it's an old YouTube video, these can be had, personally I see, as an absolute bargain. If that was a manual E46 M3 with 47,000 miles on it, you could probably add £10,000 onto the price, and it would be an older car. Now, the looks of the Z4 have always been very, very subjective. Some people just don't get on with the small beady headlights. Personally, I love the fact that it's got what BMW referred to as the flame body styling, and on a black car that's all machine polished and detailed to death, just like this one. It just looks so good. It's almost like the paintwork shimmers as the light bounces off all the different angles as you look down the flanks of the car. I would have to say, I think the S54 feels even more lively in this car. It may be the fact that it's got a Grupp M induction kit. We do also have the standard airbox, but why would you deny yourself that incredible induction note from those 6 individual throttle bodies feeding that 3.2 litre straight 6? It is absolutely glorious. 47,000 miles. It is on 9 owners, which is more than we would normally buy. The car was purchased directly from its previous owner through our car buying service. We won't buy anycar.com. If you are looking to sell something similar, we would love to hear from you. I will also put a link in the description below. So we said, look, bring the car out, let's have a look at it, and within 10 minutes we were buying it. There isn't even a hint of solar damage on the headlight lenses, the touch points in the interior. Apart from a few tiny bits in the steering wheel, which I'll show you, it is, all intents and purposes, perfect. Service history, all there, matching Continental tyres all round, just a lovely, lovely thing. But sadly, the owners is something that we just cannot do anything about. But so let's get a look around, and we'll see what the car's like. Now, as always, guys, if you have got any questions on the car, please feel free to leave that in the comments below. Always very active in the old comments, so if there's anything you'd like to know, just drop it down there and I will reply to you within no more than a day. So we'll just take a quick walk round, well, a slow walk round, let you take in the car's overall condition, and then we'll get in a wee bit closer. All the cars here at James Glenn Car Sales are fully detailed. We don't cut corners, we don't fit budget tyres, we don't put cars out with advisories, we don't put cars out with car washy paint or swirly paint. So you should, or you will be able to buy this car and use it straight away. You won't have to book it in with a detailer or get any parts changed. It is literally right and ready to go. Moving into the front of the car, as I mentioned earlier, you can see the paintwork is in fantastic clear condition. We do have some stone chips, however, as you would expect a car of this age, and with it being black and with it being sat under all these LED lights. But I would rather see a car in its original state, personally, rather than having something that's all covered up with paintwork. And I really don't think it's bad enough to justify ruining the car's originality at this stage. I think it's just been an unlucky. The bumper's actually very, very clean. It's been unlucky to pick up a couple of chips on the bonnet. We fitted a set of genuine disc pads in the front. Just under braking we're getting a wee bit of a rumble. As it turns out, there was a bit of corrosion build up on the inside of the discs, which is indicative with a car that gets washed and then put away without driving it. So guys, if you are in the habit of giving your car a wash and then sticking it straight into the garage, don't do that. Take it out, get a bit of heat into the brakes, get all that moisture dried off, and then park it up. That prevents discs from rotting from the inside out. So there's absolutely no parking dents in the car, no door edge chips. Oh, I've just spotted one in fact. I don't know if you can just see that, it's very, very slight. It might not even pick up on the camera, but there's a very, very soft one just here, but down the edge of the door. No door edge chips. I'll have a wee peek in to the interior. I love these seats. I just think they're beautifully sculpted and they hold you in place really, really well. They are quite firm though, that's probably worth mentioning. Beautiful diameter steering wheel, just the right thickness as well. Very, very minimalistic, nothing to distract you from the job at hand, which is just to drive. Moving around to the rear, got the 4 pipes. I love how they're staggered. I just think that's really, really cool. All M3s of this generation and back, or sorry, M cars and back have got a staggered exhaust setup. I think it just looks really, really purposeful. Again, we'll have a look at the clarity of the paint. As you can see, it's detailed to perfection. It really is. Guys do a great job. All the alloys are in perfect condition, and as I mentioned earlier, they're all wrapped in matching Continental tyres as well. Now we'll just have a look down the driver's side. See if we can pick out any imperfections. No. This is absolutely perfect. I mean, it's hard to believe that this car is now, well, 2007. Christ, it's nearly 18 years old. I've seen cars 8 years old that aren't as good. So have a look at the touch points on the driver's seat and the door card, the steering wheel, gear stick, all that sort of thing. So the backrest, got a wee bit of it's just been caught here, like a button off a pair of jeans. Base is absolutely fine. If we compare it with the passenger seat, which obviously sees less action. Centre console down around here, where people usually throw their phones and things, this can sometimes get a bit messy, a bit gnarled up, but that's all nice and clean. Got heated seat buttons down there. Sport button, which personally I find just makes the throttle response just far too sharp. Touch points here again with armrest for your elbow rests, that's fine. Armrest itself, pull the pull handle. Sometimes this can get all marked with jewellery, and also the electric window switches. That's all perfect as well. A set of BMW factory overmats, which are both in good shape, and the gear knob is absolutely perfect. Heating controls, again, they're all, I mean, everything literally, I mean, I sound like I'm just repeating myself over and over again. Everything in the car, with the exception of, as I mentioned earlier, this, the shroud around about the steering wheel. This has got a sort of rubbery coating, which is notoriously easy to wear. All it takes is a small chip and it starts to come away, but this actually, I'm sure this can actually be replaced in isolation. But this bit here and that there is the only wear. Leather is all in good shape. It's not all shiny, it's not, you know, marked or anything. So let's get the car started and let you hear what that S54 sounds like. Also demonstrate that the car has no faults and idles as it should. I absolutely love this. This is a dynamic red line, so as the car warms up, the amber increments disappear, leaving just the one that's 7.5. These cars rev, I believe, to 7.8. Current mileage there, 47,946. The only warning lights we've got on is the door open, the lights are on, and the handbrake. Give it a rev. Put the camera outside so that you can hear it okay. Really, it's such a nice engine, and the throttle response is like telepathy. Literally every single millimetre of accelerator travel provokes a response from this engine. It's I've done a YouTube video, in fact, a review, which I will put a link in the link in the description, of an E86 SMG and an E46 manual, but with a supercharger. Done a road test on those, so you might want to have a wee look at that. We've got a bit of dust here from when the car was getting machine polished, that's all that is. It's just gone down through the bonnet shut there. I will be mentioning that to the guys to get that tidied up. This is where an engine was an engine. No plastic covers here. Got the individual throttle bodies here, the big plenum, and that's the grip intake, which we can revert back to standard if required. So there we are, guys. Thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. I hope you found that useful. If you would like to send an inquiry, if you're interested in the car, please feel free to get in touch. You can do that either by giving us a call. The number here is 01236 779,000. I will also put a link to the website below. And if you would consider subscribing to the channel, that way you'll miss no more stock updates. We also do one weekly car review, which we take a car out and do a road test. You can find that on a playlist on the channel. As I mentioned earlier, I have done a review of two S54 powered cars, one SMG which was standard and another manual which was supercharged. I will put a link to one of those just up here, and as I say, if you consider subscribing to the channel, that'd be fantastic, and there'll be a button down here to do that. My name's Stephen, and I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks again, bye bye.